Так, а я забыл кое-что сделать. Так, быстро. Здравствуйте, сегодня смотрим Devolver и Double Fine'овскую конференцию. А я забыл поменять... Смотрим что? Так, секундочку. Вот. Уведомления уже ушли, но не важно. Так. Смотрим Мишу, правильно. Так. Надо немножко перемотать. Так, Капхэт мы это вчера видели. А вот. Погнали. Всем привет, Болверин, Саша, Максим, Ник, Сашовский.
10 years ago here in San Francisco. Day of the Devs was an idea from Double Fine Productions and their friends at AMD to put on a show that really celebrated video games fans and the developers.
Нет, Иван Михайлович что-то спать не хотел, я его хотел пораньше уложить, он не хотел, сейчас жена вернулась, и я с вами. Доротер.
And then during the pandemic, it became digital only. And now we're doing both, a live event and a digital showcase. So people from around the world can enjoy all of these amazing games. We had a record number of submissions this year, more people wanting to be part of Day of the Devs than any year previously. And we have more world premieres today than ever before. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. And please, without further ado...
Какой же он классный дядька, конечно.
Digital showcase. There would be effects on that. It looks not good.
I'm pleased to introduce a brand new game from a team.
О, я его помню.
This is from Greg Lobanoff and the team at Wishes Unlimited, who made incredible games like Wander Song and Chicory. Here's their new title, Beastie Ball.
Неплохо, что они как студия занялись продакшеном такого шоу для сторонних компаний, вообще никак не аффилированных с Double Fine. Beastie Ball. О май гад. Пошаговый волейбол.
Turn-based RPG where you coach a team of beasties to play Beastie Ball, which is kind of like volleyball. You play as this customizable coach character, and you can explore this huge open world, recruiting all kinds of beasties to your team.
Так, скоро у меня в комнате станет жарко, поэтому надо кондей включить. Yes. Когда уже Tiny Build Game Show? Вот бы был человек, который бы этим занимался у нас в компании.
In their natural wild state, constantly playing Beastie Ball to build friendships, to settle disputes, or just to have fun. When beasties play together, they actually become friends with one another. And depending on their personalities and their teamwork style, they can form different kinds of friendships.
Так, ладно, понятно. Мы это немножко мотаем.
The Overgrowth in Hyperlight Breaker, Heart Machine's follow-up title in the Hyperlight universe. You'll assume the role of a mercenary with some serious skills. You'll be entering the Overgrowth, an amazing open world with everything from lush rolling hills to deep labyrinths. They'll be comprised of both handcrafted and procedural elements, just how I like my levels. Like its predecessor, it'll be chock full of secrets, sure to satisfy even the most curious explorer. You'll face off against enigmatic enemies, armed with an arsenal of weapons that you've crafted with the spoils of your previous battles. And for those die-hard fans that have been eagerly awaiting its release, we have some never-before-seen sneak peeks. This is Hyperlight Breaker.
Hello, I'm Alex, creative director at Heart Machine, and we're making Hyperlight Breaker.
Блин, они не боятся, что их будут имя конфьюзить с Hyperlight Drifter'ом?
Stylish, bloody game. As is our MO, it's a game that's vivid but bleak. with a crumbling world that can be brutal and beautiful all at once. It's a major landmark for us, and the first of its kind, an open-world game.
А я понял высказывание Джесси. Я полностью поддерживаю вообще эту философию, потому что у меня на этом еще основано о том, что вся индустрия разработки игр связана, еще основана моя нелюбовь к пиратству. Что люди, когда игры воруют, они воруют не у конкретной компании, а они воруют у индустрии в целом. Потому что здесь все очень связано. Специалисты переходят из одной студии в другую, создают новые студии, и на все те деньги, которые в целом вообще находятся в индустрии. There will be massive bosses to take down in an open structure with dangerous, unique, and challenging sub-bosses scattered throughout runs. You'll pick up new gear, make new builds, unlock new characters, upgrade your equipment as you bring back more and more materials. Выглядит прикольно. Единственное, я не очень люблю такой неоново-кислотный стиль, чтобы прям совсем был.
Breaker's the culmination of all that incredible work. We're excited to have you experience it for yourself. We'll have a lot more information on the game as we come closer and closer to early access later this year.
And now, in true Day of the Devs fashion, we're traveling halfway around the globe to Transylvania to bring you a game that is not what you expect. From developers
Ну, у него майка Summer Game Fest.
presents, I'm thrilled to bring you a world premiere title that is not only relaxing and enjoyable, it's chill and vibey. Let that anxiety go while you play Simpler Times.
Вчера спать уходил, все стримили, сегодня проснулся, только Миша стримит. Это правда. Я стрим-машина, но с перерывами.
Hi there, welcome. I'm Lara.
And I'm Dragos of Stonescape Studio. We are a small team from Transylvania, and our mission is to create meaningful...
Они из Трансильвании. Ну блин, я примерно так себе представлял разработчиков из Трансильвании.
Simpler Times follows Tyna on a heartwarming journey through her memories as she prepares to leave her childhood home.
Man, it's getting pretty full. Starting to feel like I'm never gonna come back.
We want you to slow down and savor the present moment by immersing you in Tyna's world.
It's apple picking season. My favorite.
Through visual storytelling and mindful
Это какой-то иммерсивный сторител.
alongside her as she delves into her past and
Как же ему интересно. Да, Пачпорту привет.
With each puzzle, Tyna grows closer to adulthood and you'll be there to guide her. From simple activities like picking dried leaves from a plant to more complex ones like building a birdhouse, you'll interact with objects that hold sentimental value.
Напоминает игру про распаковку чая, а здесь только про упаковку.
I'm gonna miss our duets together.
We know the world is getting faster every day. We live in it too. We wanted to create
Мы здесь тоже живем.
slow down and enjoy something meaningful. Simpler Times stems from stories we believe need to be told and heard. Inspired by this very place we're now sitting in, the game is a reflection of the physical spaces we spend time in and the memories we hold dear.
I've spent so much time here looking out the window. It's hard to believe that I won't see this view for a while.
We want to build a sense
Красиво.
of awareness and appreciation for the world around us, encouraging you to reflect on your own memories and experiences.
Simpler Times is coming soon on PC and other platforms, so make sure to wishlist on
Great
Steam.
looks, Aish.
Follow us on social media.
Thanks for taking the time to listen. We hope you'll enjoy playing Simpler Times as much as we enjoyed creating it. Bye!
Bye!
It's like childhood is the beach and growing
Но они хорошо сняли. Камеру поставили, свет.
take all these.
Звук нормально сделали. Молодцы.
I lock them in a chest with my memories.
Можно в окно выйти, ладно.
This next game is from Sad Owl Studios and Thunderful Publishing. It's a really unique puzzle game built around a camera mechanic where the photos that you take become 3D worlds to explore. This is Viewfinder.
Я видел уже эту игру. Там надо делать фотографии и соединять для нишевого продвижения.
Difficult game to describe in words, but if you saw it, you'd immediately recognize it.
What is this place?
It is a game that, you know, gives players a lot of freedom.
What's an old photograph doing here?
You can take photos or find photos and then make them into real 3D space.
Жесть, конечно.
Hang on, did you just shift reality? Sick.
What makes it unique is the central mechanic where you're using a camera and pictures to reshape and reconfigure the world around you in order to solve challenges in creative ways.
It's such a unique experience, and I think everybody is just gonna have a different experience of how they play Viewfinder, and that's just a really nice thing to it.
A perfect fit. An elegant solution.
Там говорящий кот, что ли?
That doesn't look right. You can rotate reality too.
If I was to compare Viewfinder to other games, I'd say it's like the game.
Я единственное не понял, где она эти фотографии берет. Один раз она ее с Мольберта взяла, а дальше?
And Manifold Garden and various other first-person puzzle games. It's a puzzle game, but it's very sandboxy and playful. And
можно делать фотографии.
The whole concept of when we
Жесть, там можно вообще так накосячить не слабо.
destroy a lot of things, and you know that's just a very important lesson in creation.
Можно же все расфигачить. То есть можно, конечно, игроку давать свободу, но, блин, ну прям такую свободу. Это точно будет работать как геймплей?
Each character comes from a different culture. There's a lot of sort of culture-specific props and items and themes who you learn about, mostly through environments and environmental storytelling. And so we've tried to sort of make these special spaces that really represent.
Думаешь, будут какие-то все-таки ограничения? Но эта игра, да, это как раз игра для меня, где я буду очень неправильно играть всегда. Привет, да, тут была раздача подписок. За что Флопату спасибо.
For us to just put in what we know so that the rest of the world could also, you know, have a glimpse of the experiences that we've had.
This must be the next stage. Let's go.
We received a record number of submissions for this Summer Game Fest edition of Day of the Devs, but this next game didn't actually come through that process. We have eyes everywhere, and the curation team is always looking for games. This next one actually came from Twitter because the creator was posting all these amazing GIFs, and we reached out to the DM and asked if we could feature the game. So here it is.
Hello everyone, my name is Плейс Гитар Чиет, X1. Донатим Мише на стрим Viewfinder.
Вот так вот. Еще бы она стоила 1 бит, вообще было бы хорошо. Так, почему у меня... Спасибо.
The main mechanic in Haunty is that as a ghost you can hunt things and get access to their abilities.
Я хотел сказать, что эта игра пришла в виде питча, из гифки из Твиттера. Это наш любимый способ.
I think you'll have a lot of fun.
Это не второй раз, это продолжение. Это Summer Game Fest вы вчера посмотрели, а это этот самый Day of the Devs.
Core mechanics resemble very much a twin-stick shooter. However, unlike twin-stick shooters, it focuses less on the high-intensity moments and more on finding creative ways to use the paradigm to create fun solutions to the challenges in the game. Haunty follows the story of a ghost in the afterlife, and beyond that, it really expands into a lot of ghosts in the afterlife and sort of the stories that they have. The progression and story of Haunty both center around collecting these stars, and the stars have this special ability that they give ghosts access to pieces of their
Покажи пузо, я пойду. А я специально не буду показывать пузо сейчас, чтобы ты не уходил.
Characters are all carefully crafted with a 2D hand-drawn style, so there's a lot of painstaking frame-by-frame animation work in there. And we have a fantastic soundtrack.
Жесть, красота.
And so it all sort of comes together to give you this sort of tour through
Джесси Мэйди Чиет, X1. Донатим Мише на стрим СТР стрим. Ошибка, ошибка, ошибка. Система нестабильна. Требуется пузо, пузо, пузо.
Сука. Ай, шутники.
If this is something you're interested in, be sure to wishlist it. It helps us out a lot.
Пятница, Русаник.
Our next game is a bit of a blast from the past. It arrived on the scene around 12 years ago, quickly became the talk of the town, and won a handful of awards, including the Seamus McNally Grand Prize at GDC's Independent Games Festival. But then, shortly afterwards, both the game and its creator vanished. That game was Cart Life, a slice-of-life simulation game that put you in the shoes of various street vendors and tasked you with setting up a successful business selling bagels or newspapers. As the story unfolds, you'd soon find yourself making tough choices and trying to balance keeping your business afloat.
Мне нравится их подача, что даже не разработчики представляют свою игру, а люди из Double Fine.
Special game, and it's super sad that it's been unplayable now for the better part of a decade. But it gives me great pleasure to tell you that Lovingly Restored and better than ever, Cart Life is back.
Это прям хорошо.
Hi, I'm Nick Herman. I'm with Ad Hoc Studio, and we're here to show you Cart Life. Cart Life is a retail simulator developed by Richard Hoffmeyer and was originally released in...
Блин, ну почему они все делают такого типа нуарно-черно-белого? Не все, ладно.
For a variety of reasons, he ended up pulling it off Steam, but all of us at Ad Hoc are such big fans of Richard's work. Now we're partnering with him to help bring it back.
Да, вот это очень сильно в депрессию... Господи, вот это кот. В депрессию вгоняет. Тут поговорить с котом.
In Cart Life, you can play as 3 different characters in any order. Each have their own unique background and circumstances, but what they all have in common is that they're trying to make it as street vendors. Melanie is a recently divorced mother and has moved back into her family home with her daughter, all the while trying to establish her new coffee cart.
Беги, беги, енот.
Andris is a Ukrainian immigrant who is trying to put down roots in a new town by opening a newspaper stand. And Vinny has...
Во как они привязались вообще. Про украинского иммигранта.
Hoping that selling his homemade bagels will help turn things around for him.
Ничего себе.
Managing your own cart is not an easy job. Just like in real life,
Так, закройте.
resources are limited.
Жопа на стриме.
Take care of yourself and others, and how you prioritize the needs of your cart against the personal needs of each character will determine the outcome of their stories.
Привет, Кайфил. Пока еще ни одной фирмы.
world of Cart Life is alive and filled with characters who are potential customers that you'll get to know as you try to build your business. There's no right or wrong way to play this game. What players choose to do with
О, в эту игру нельзя играть неправильно. Блин, это моя игра. Или не моя, наоборот.
will be different based on the choices they make, what they prioritize, and even the order in which they choose to play the characters. This release is going to have a bunch of new story content, new art, updated controls and mechanics, and we really look forward to sharing it all with you on PC and console later this year.
The skateboard renaissance has been going on for the last couple years in games, and as we get deeper into the grind revival, things are getting a little more avant-garde and daring.
Is that a challenge? Да.
Mechanical goodness that you crave, but with a heavy helping of demons and brimstone. This is the world premiere of Hellskate.
Мировая премьера.
Hello, my name is Jordi van den Bussen, also known as Kwobbelkop. I'm the CEO and founder of Phantom Coast, and today we'll be talking about Hellskate.
Hellskate.
All right, Anton. First try. Here we go.
Его зовут Антон.
No! That was a good combo. All right, that's it.
Too slow. Again.
Hellskate takes place in Wertheim. Here you play as Anton Falcon, a skater through and through. All Anton wants to do is skate at Wertheim's fabled beach, even if that means he has to go through the gods and monsters who will do anything to stop him and his skater friends from doing what they love most. The skateboard mechanics are very similar to the arcade-like games such as Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I mean, our lead game designer Steve actually worked on Tony Hawk's Underground.
Ну понятно.
A long time ago, the idea, and the far-flung land of 2002, I worked on a game called Tony Hawk Underground. And at the time we were working on it, we were thinking, man, this really looks a lot like an RPG or an action RPG. You have all these stats and you're upgrading and all this kind of stuff. It's super cool, super neat, right? But of course, we're bound to Tony Hawk, we're bound to the real pro skaters. It always seemed to me that skate graphics create and imply such an interesting world, but it's not a coherent world that you can visit. So that was one of the motivations behind Hellskate. Hellskate is a skateboarding roguelike game. It fuses together old school skateboarding with the tricks and traversal, manuals, grinds, jumps, balance meters with a roguelite structure.
Just like with other games in the roguelite genre, death is a central mechanic in the game. When you die in a run, thankfully you don't lose everything. You keep your resources which you can use to get permanent
голенький Антон.
tattoos or skateboards which act as weapons. The combat in our game.
Здорово, лорд. Что с сыном? Жена вернулась уже. Возможно, она его сейчас уговаривает поспать.
The game should be quite easy for people to pick up and play. It has a combat system which is meant to be very friendly, very forgiving and rewarding, especially at the beginning. And then gradually it teaches you and ramps up the skill of the skateboarding, where you need it, when you need it.
Why did you stop me from skating?
Look at yourself. Your wing.
Это король скейта.
What do you think happens when that gets to your head?
Thank you for watching this reveal of Hellskate, which listing the game would mean the world to us. Thank you.
In our next game, Henry Halfhead, you play as Half a Head. That's it. That's the game. But it's so much more than that too, because you see, Henry can be many things, can be anything, in fact. He has the curious ability to be able to transform into anything he can reach. Using this peculiar power and perplexing form, you'll live the life of the title character, navigating sandbox situations crafted by Zurich-based developers Lululu Entertainment, and in so doing, maybe ponder the philosophical questions. Who is...
Вот эту конфу вообще мотать не хочется.
What does it mean to be Henry Halfhead?
Welcome. May I introduce you to Henry? Henry's not just anyone.
О, я помню эту игру.
There, well, everything. Henry can transform.
Ее уже который раз показывают.
Yes, everything. And that's how they manage their daily life. The familiar noise of Henry's alarm clock announces the dawn of a new day. And it will keep ringing until Henry gets up and calms the nervous, quivering machine. Tick tock, tick tock. At least half awake, Henry is ready for their morning routine.
Жесть, конечно.
They usually start by making their bed. Staying in bed is tempting, but only leads to regret later. Henry knows that if you want to change the
Я
world,
подушка.
start off by making your own bed. Completing this simple task in the morning gives Henry a little bit of pride and the feeling of control over their life. With part of the morning routine done, Henry was ready to freshen up.
Надо помыться, пописать надо. Надо, там задание было помыться. Господи. Трэш-ток.
Not too hot, not too cold. Henry bought a turmeric soap. They didn't know, they just liked the color. It's actually great for their skin.
Пузыречки. А зачем он там уточку держит?
That got all the dirt. Henry should now dry themselves. All clean and dry, Henry is now ready for a proper breakfast. Breakfast with a warm beverage is important, and so is keeping up with the news.
This week. That's all for now. Have a wonderful day.
Ну, очень сильно похоже на гуся. В смысле, потому что делать надо. Тасклист примерно такой же.
The best drink Henry can make from beans. The candy of nature. Delicious. Well fed and well informed, Henry has to get ready and pack for work.
А кем Генри работает вообще, интересно? На работе он вселяется в тело постаревшей проститутки. А дальше вы понимаете.
Henry takes their lunchbox and leaves now. They can catch the 8 o'clock bus. Double the Henry, double the fun. Play Henry's not so ordinary everyday life in co-op mode.
Кем работает Генри? Ответьте мне.
Everyday life with a twist.
Lulu Entertainment.
Carlson, a creator who's perhaps best well known for his work as master puzzle creator on Limbo and Inside. We had the honor of working with him to publish 2 of his solo projects as part of Double Fine Presents: rhythm action platformer 140 and co-op arcade shooter Thoth. 2 of the most fiendishly well-designed and fun puzzle games I've ever played that truly give you a sense for and appreciation of Yeppy's contributions to those Playdead titles. His new game sees him teaming back up with Yappy
Полголовы в правительстве. Это хорошо было, Тони.
to a beautiful, mind-bending adventure game. This is Cocoon.
Hello, I'm Jakob, co-founder and audio director of Geometric Interactive in Copenhagen. I would like to show you what our amazing team has been working on for the last couple of years. Our game, Cocoon.
А, я ее видел на Анапурне. А, еще один чувак из Inside и Limbo команды. Они теперь все разбежались после Limbo, наверное. Ой, после Inside. А, я ее точно видел. И, наверное, с год назад. Ну, в этом мы играем. Если это такое же, как по флоу.
Cocoon is an adventure game with multiple worlds, and each of these worlds are contained within an orb. Let me demonstrate by jumping out of the world which we are currently exploring.
Мухожук. Опа.
Just like that, we are now in a world outside.
Ой, тут пазлы.
The orange orb here contains the world we were previously exploring.
А, то есть он таскает. То есть вложенность миров.
We are now in a world even further outside.
Окей.
Explore this world using the orange orb that we picked up.
Не, ну это наркомания.
Orbs can be placed on switches to power devices and solve puzzles.
Нет, тогда нет. Это игра чисто про головоломки. Это жесть. Я тут помру. О май гад.
You can use the hierarchy of worlds within worlds to solve interesting puzzles. For example, to safely avoid this moving barrier, you simply jump out of the world, let it pass by, and jump back in. Now, Cocoon is not only about exploration and puzzles. Within each
боевка, наверное, какая-то.
a mighty guardian. Here is a first glimpse of one of these encounters.
А как с ним? А, окей, за счет... У него нету никакого оружия. За счет environment. Анимация обалденная, да.
We hope you look forward to exploring the mysterious worlds of Cocoon, releasing later this year on Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo Switch.
And now, I'm pleased to bring you a
Later
title
this
from
year.
Canadian developer Impossible. In this relaxing artistic exploration game,
Слушайте, ну это вот гораздо приятнее смотреть, чем то, что показывают на
is more than appropriate for Day of the Devs
Jeff
Summer
Keighley
Game
шоу.
Expedition because its title, AP, in French,
Здесь, смотрите, интересные идеи, вот это все. А там, блин, сборище AAA, от которого ты просто понимаешь, что тебе сейчас покажут.
Small Montreal-based indie studio working on our first title, Été. In Été, you see the world through the eyes of a painter, with every surface acting like a blank canvas, just waiting for you to fill it with color. Été means summer in French, because it's set in our French-speaking hometown of Montreal, Canada, as you step into the shoes of a painter who's traveling.
Я здесь не понимаю механику. Если ты это раскрасил, ты этим можешь пользоваться?
Pure exploration. You're free to roam open city scenes at your own pace,
Да.
following your curiosity, getting sidetracked, and discovering secrets along the way.
Давай собаку раскрасим и воспользуемся. Воспользовались собакой.
When you fill something with paint, you'll extract its color as droplets of experience. And as you level up, you'll become able to unleash larger splashes of paint that reveal a bigger part of the world at once. You'll also meet plenty of locals, taking part in their light.
Можно еще мальчиками воспользоваться.
And some of them will even commission artworks from you.
Нет. Фу.
Using your bike, you can travel quickly back to your apartment and paint those commissions on canvas. That's where your creativity comes into play. At your easel, you can create gorgeous watercolor artworks using anything you've discovered in your expedition so far. Stamps on your canvas can be freely moved.
Да, я тоже хотел про Unfinished Swan сказать, но там Unfinished Swan у тебя, по сути, за счет того, что ты рисуешь, ты понимаешь, как environment выглядит, а ты тут и так environment видишь.
With hundreds of unlockable stamps at your disposal and dozens of commissions to inspire you, the only limit really is your imagination. Apart from living your best life as the friendly neighborhood painter, you'll also get to meet other like-minded artists, like Mihai, an ambitious photographer, and Theo, a talented musician, among many others. If you manage to befriend them, maybe they'll let you in on their best-kept secret, an abandoned building that could become your very own painting studio. But you'll have to dive into that story for yourself. It is coming out in 2024, and we hope you'll enjoy your adventures as a traveling painter in this lovingly crafted, whimsical summer world.
Hi everybody, how are you liking the show so far? This is the time where we take a brief break to talk about the long and complicated process in which we accept games
Прекрасное шоу.
in committee and all the legal ramifications and the technical rules that go with the accounting of the...
Tim, sorry. I thought that, yeah, I thought I was doing something here too. All right. Hey!
Выгнала начальника.
Here with a very exciting announcement. We're back!
Келли Волик? Это сестра Адрианы Волик, которая была замужем за Тони... господи...
If you're a fan of indie games, you may have seen the Indie Mega Booth.
За Рами Измаилом. Вот это связь вообще.
Bringing together a curated selection of the best up-and-coming indie titles. Games like Crypto the Necrodancer, Tunic, Disco Elysium, Spiritfarer, Celeste, Mini Metro, Astroneer, The Stanley Parable, and Papers, Please have all been part of the Indie Mega Booth community. If you're a dev, you'll likely know us from our industry work, such as our GDC showcases, our presence at Bit Summit, our global outreach and events, including a robust scholarship and grant program. And if you've never heard of any of this, well, that's fine. Just think of us as like a stepping stone into the games industry, where folks who love indie games...
Опять каких-то турецких сериалов посмотрел. Это сериал из геймдева. А вот она, кстати, была. Адриана Волик только что.
Finally waking up from our big long slumber, and we're ready to move forward with IMB 2.0. Head on over to our brand new website, indiemegabooth.com, and be indie know by signing up for our newsletter. Learn about new games, upcoming showcases, digital sales, and the best ways to help support the games and developers that you know and love. As we've always said, individually we're tiny, together we're mega.
Нифига себе, прям в камеру.
And it's also really thematically appropriate for this showcase. You'll see why in a second. It's from the aesthetically amazing studio called Land and Sea. They're famous for the Alto series that you know and love, but this next one is not what you're expecting from them. It'll be herding your way. It'll be flocking your way. No, I like herding. It'll be herding your way next year. It's called Summerhill. It's about sheep.
Summerhill?
Hi there, my name is Harry Nesbitt, and I'm the founder and creative director of Land and Sea. We're a small team from the UK, best known as the developers of the Alto's Adventure series. Now, over the last few years, we've been busy growing the team and laying the groundwork for our most ambitious project yet. It's an entirely new IP that aims to build on the themes that we care about most as a studio. And we're super excited to be able to share this exclusive first teaser with you today. So please take a look, and I'll be back at the end to tell you more.
Подвинь себе чатик повыше. Блин. Овечки. Так, ладно, я верну тогда чатик направо вверх. Оба, дядь Миш поехал. Так. Ну, то, что я поехал, это ладно. Вот вам. На старое заслуженное место. Привет домику Петра. Я все пропустил, пока свою камеру двигал, ничего не понял. Наконец-то шутка на стриме. Это не шутка.
To give you a little bit more detail, Summer Hill is a story-driven puzzle game in which you play as a young shepherd and their dog. Together you'll be
Играем за шепарда, кстати.
that have been scattered across the
За
mysterious
мейл шепардом.
that lies at the border of your home. Summer Hill brings together gentle problem solving, fluid herding-based gameplay, and striking pastoral landscapes to tell a timeless coming-of-age folktale. As a team, we've been massively inspired by the rich history and cultural impact of sheep herding across the world. There are few people or places that haven't been impacted in some small way by the practice of shepherding. Even the name, Summerhill, is a name often given to highland pastures where sheep are taken to graze during the warmest months of the year. In many ways, sheep herding is in our DNA, and we really want to do justice to this timeless tradition and tell a story that could only be told in this way. We're also super excited to be working.
Фигово видно, что он читает с листа.
Todd is a composer and audio designer best known for his work on games such as Monument Valley 2, Dreams, and our very own Alto's Odyssey. We can't wait to share more with you, so if you'd like to be the first to hear about what we're up to, please head over to our Steam page to wishlist the game, or go to summerhill.game to join our mailing list. Thanks again, and we look forward to sharing more with you again soon.
Не путать с Сомервилем.
Next up, we have an update on Eternights. This is from Studio Psy, essentially a one-person team with a few friends helping out on the side. And it's a dating action game. Now, you've heard a lot about this title.
Sorry.
What's happening?
I'm sorry, Greg. I know I shouldn't be interrupting Day of the Devs. But it's urgent. A virus has turned most of us into... I don't know how much longer we can hold out. It won't be easy, and the road will be long, but who knows? Maybe we'll find one more thing worth fighting for. Eternights is a
Да, ее уже показывали.
adrenaline-fueled combat and mixes it together with a heartfelt love story.
Love Story. Ну, это, конечно, мы из-за этого играем в аниме-игры.
Infected. It's too much. And it's during these moments that I'm happy to have someone to lean on. Fighting for our lives, solving puzzles, exploring dungeons. It all seems easier when you have someone special by your side to make things less scary. So, what now? Did you just shush me? Because the teacher might hear us.
Давай сбежим из школы.
Has to note to your crush? I mean, or Wow, we are so cheesy. Mini-games! We have so many mini-games that can help you unlock unique skills and spells in battle. So yeah, you can fight monsters, explore dungeons, date? I mean, so many things like train, scavenge, date. Did I say date twice? Anyway, you have to manage and balance all these activities if you want to save the world. The clock is ticking.
А дейт будут показывать?
Cool. Bye!
Wishlist now.
Next up from
Это мы берем, конечно.
Evil Licorice comes a nostalgia-fueled gadget-building sim that demystifies electronics engineering and allows you to share your creations with the community.
Hello everyone, I'm Marco Bancale from Evil Licorice, and I'm one of the designers of Retro Gadgets. Although it takes me forever to build something like this, I love the feeling of seeing something happening on a screen like this one when I rotate the knob or I press the buttons. And this is where the idea for Retro Gadgets comes from, is to being able to build digital gadgets with little effort. We love Pico 8 by Lexaloff because it brings you this retro environment where you can build your own games in Lua. And we also love Shenzhen.io by Zachtronics because it managed to teach you low-level programming effortlessly. And Retro Gadgets
здесь что учит?
Best of both worlds and adds a layer of hardware building and customization. All this is packaged in a cozy and retro-inspired environment.
Симулятор лап в универе.
We have a fantastic community, and people have been creating insane gadgets that go well beyond our initial expectations. So please join our Discord server and check them out. Retro Gadgets is in early access on Steam, and we have big plans in store. Bye.
If you've ever watched the Mars Curiosity rover on one of its missions, you very well may have become fascinated by one of the hyper-specific contraptions and gadgets it keeps on board to measure soil samples and hunt for traces of water. Our next game poses a very important question though. Sure, Curiosity can tell us the weather on a planet millions of miles away, but can it deliver a pizza?
Что?
In Mars First Logistics from Shape Shop, you'll be given the task of carrying awkwardly shaped objects from point A to point B by assembling and piloting your very own Mars rovers. And in doing so, perhaps you will solve the pepperoni-based problems that truly matter.
Hello, I'm Ian McClarty from Shape Shop. We're a small team based in Melbourne, Australia, and we're making this game, Mars.
Он из Австралии, а почему картинка не перевернута?
In Mars First Logistics, you'll be helping to establish a colony on the surface of Mars. You'll do this by transporting often awkwardly shaped objects between A and B, using vehicles that you design and build.
Ну это прям Лего. Это чтобы пиццу доставить. Он не сможет ее поднять. Он же перевернется нахрен. Вот я ж сказал.
As you complete deliveries, the game will give you new toys to play with.
Ну прикольно, он взял просто идею Лего. Лего Mechanics и привет, игра готова. Сеттинги Марса зачем-то. А если потрясти и при этом орать? Где? Где деньги Любовские?
The game is set in a vast open world, and you're free to pick and choose which jobs you'd like to take on. There's a mix of procedurally generated side jobs and handcrafted main contracts. In the main contracts, you'll be helping to construct new buildings in the game's world. One of the main challenges in the game is figuring out how to pick up each item and deliver it safely to its destination, using the parts that you have.
Такого урода вообще взял, сделал. Господи, он у нее не работает. Надо делать просто обычный грузовик. И все. Или вот этот пивовоз.
And as you build up your collection of parts, more creative options will become available to you.
О, господи.
A lot of the fun in the game is just messing around and being creative in its editor.
Прощай, жестокий мир. А вот теперь выберись отсюда.
And finally, I'm really excited to announce that Mars First Logistics will be launching into Steam Early Access on the 22nd of June. That's just 2 weeks away, and we're really looking forward to seeing what everyone builds in the game. Thank you.
You'd think the aftermath of a worldwide
Прикольно.
is pretty bleak, right? Well, UK and Denmark-based studio Die Gute Fabrik has a different take. From the studio that brought you Mutazione and Sports Friends comes the all-new adventure set in the sprawling post-flood world of Salt Sea. The adventure unfolds...
Будет ли прохождение демки Lies of Feast? Да, кстати, может быть сегодня ее посмотреть. Раз уж такой праздник.
Get ready for the world premiere of the stylish, seaworthy Salt Sea Chronicles.
Hello. We are Die Gute Fabrik. I'm Hannah Nicklin from Die Gute Fabrik, and we made Salt Sea Chronicles. We're super stoked to show you the world premiere of Salt Sea Chronicles today. It's a flooded world, story-driven adventure game where you play as a ship's whole crew.
Прохождение Секиры не будет никогда уже. Если вы увидите на этом канале прохождение Секиры, пожалуйста, сообщите в специальные органы, что меня пора спасать.
At the beginning of the game, you're going to discover that Maya, your captain, has gone missing, and together your ragtag crew are going to heist a ship and set out across the Salt Sea archipelago in search of clues. In each chapter of the game, you'll decide where to head next, who to explore with from the crew when you get there, and what to say to the people that you meet along the way. Salt Sea Chronicles' unique art style is brought to life by beautiful animation, and each location is built on the fragments of this world that came before. Our art team have really done.
Да, можно жене написать.
One of my favorite locations is called Los Gatos, and on that island, the people there live symbiotically with this community of cats.
Верю, что будет прохождение Секиры, как и прохождение Геншина. Но Геншин был 2,5 вечера. В Секире мне, по-моему, и хватило тоже на 2 дня или на 3 дня.
Spoils, and you can play it all over the archipelago, and you might discover how each community has slightly different house rules. Another thing we're super proud of is our exploration system. So we're sort of done away with the walk of shame.
Ладно, мне вот это совсем не интересно. Это я немножко промотаю, потому что я что-то подустал уже.
All right, this next game, sorry. Tim keeps texting. Let's see. Oh, Tim wants me to read something. Apologies, but this seems important. The thing I love most about Day of the Devs, says Tim, as me as Tim, I don't know, is getting to know all these amazing game developers. I love hearing them describe their games and their creative process, but I wish I could hear more. I wish I could fly on the wall, eavesdropping all their private conversations, all their ups and downs, their triumphs and tribulations, while making a real video game over the course of 7 years. Too bad there's no way to do it. Or is there? This is actually pretty cool. Two-Player Productions was embedded with Double Fine for the course of 7 years while they were making Psychonauts 2, and they made a super hyper-duper long documentary series, unlike anything you've ever seen in games. All the intimacy, all the tears, the outrage and joys, and all.
Они кино сняли про работу, про разработку психонавтов?
Because who has access like this? So here's a very quick sneak peek at their incredibly long series. We highly encourage you to watch this thing. It's amazing.
А когда выходит?
So what's next?
Psychonauts 2. To get to the dollar amount we're talking about, it's probably going to take financing from a lot of different avenues. Whenever Grasslands is going to start, Tim's just going to start taking our people.
Стоп, она уже вышла?
So there's a ton of stuff going on right now. It's kind of breaking me. But you know, it's fun. It'll be really rewarding when it's done.
Hopefully you get a chance to work on a Psychonauts game in the near future. Thank you for helping us bring back Psychonauts. Thank you. 3, 2, 1.
Double Fine психоте. А, Streaming Now? YouTube. О, ничего себе. Ну-ка. Double Fine. Окей. Окей. Окей, это надо смотреть. 34 эпизода. Чат, вы готовы это смотреть? Здесь есть субтитры.
Like this is the table.
Блин, это надо смотреть. Офигеть. 20, средний эпизод 20-30 минут, 40-50 минут. Блин, это же... Что лучше, Diablo 4 или вот это?
Future Day of the Devs, or to just hear about Day of the Devs in general, go to dayofthedevs.com for more info.
Thank you to all the incredible sponsors that have been with us since the very beginnings.
Лучше Hunt.
We're going on 11 years. We could not pay for any of this.
Boss is good.
They donate to us, ask for nothing in return except a showcase of incredible games from indie devs all around the world. So please, applause for all the cool logos on the screen. We appreciate you. We couldn't do this without you. Thank you. Thank you again to the incomparable Dose One. He's been supplying the beats for all the transitions.
Так, все, шоу закончилось, хорошо.
For watching on your screen. Happening right.
Моана, Моана. Рыжая Моана. Миша сегодня не мишек жует, Миша жует червячков. Червячкив. Привет, Игорь. Ты посмотрел видос Карпика Корла? А что ты посмотрел? Так, ладно, я уже устал это смотреть. Это понятно, это чья или... Да, это чья. Музыка красивая, но... Ладно, это закончилось. Так, остался Devolver. Devolver, говорите, есть версия с субтитрами у них на YouTube-канале. Так, Так, он всего 20 минут? А, ну похоже на то, да. Да, 20 минут всего. Хорош.
For generations of gamers, this is where it all began. The cultural icon of the gaming industry. More influential than any pop star or politician.
Пришел с трейлерами, хватит с меня трейлеров, давайте шоу смотреть.
Devolver Digital's very own Volvi. You know him as the star of all your favorite Devolver games. But where did Volvi come from? Many years ago, Devolver Digital hired little-known designer Ronathan Trotfield and tasked him with creating a character that could rival the big names of the day.
You have to remember, we were trying to compete with the heavy hitters. Bonk, Gex, Awesome Possum, Arrow the Acrobat. And this was no small task.
Yeah, we spent a few years on it, but... to be honest, I don't really remember drawing it.
I remember Ronathan showing us that final design. It was a beautiful moment.
That face, those smart brown shoes, and of course, the masterstroke, his one big hand.
For gaming?
I just never seen a character with a hand that big. We knew straight away we had something special.
Volvi was introduced to the world in his first solo game, Field Run, which went on to become a cult hit.
We were seeing the sales numbers going up and up. We couldn't believe it. The demand for the character was insane.
I think it's supposed to be a rat.
And so Volvi went on to star in a string of hit Devolver titles. Hotline Miami, Cult of the Lamb, Grease from Nomada, Ape Out, My Friend Pedro, Piku Niku, Enter the Gungeon. The list goes on and on. Volvi's popularity had skyrocketed. He was an icon, not just for video games.
Господи, вот это наркомания, конечно.
The Volvi merchandise was flying off the shelves. I'm talking clothing, toys, and even a range of what we called legally edible snack foods.
Volvi's Mystery Bites! Can you solve the riddle? Join Volvi and try to figure out what's in your mouth!
They're confusing to taste.
But tastes and trends are fickle. And as the years went by, kids began to want different things from their video game mascots.
We saw the way the market was changing, and we made the difficult decision to part ways with Ronathan. We had no choice. We needed to keep Volvi relevant.
It's Volvi 2.0 in the new game from Devolver Digital!
Господи.
We lost the big cheeky smile.
I don't need your permission to eat a meat burger.
Even the big hand for gaming. in favor of something with more attitude.
Guess what? I have an earache, and I don't care. It's graffiti time.
Looking back on it, maybe we went too far.
Volvi 2.0 performed poorly, and the character began a slow but steady decline.
О, нет.
So, we made the decision to quietly discontinue the Volvi franchise.
It felt like I was losing a family member. Well, a distant family member, but...
Ладно, свалки историй, господи.
And, nobody has seen him since.
Until now. Good evening, and thank you all for coming to a very, very special night. I'm your host, Chris Jake, and you heard it right, folks. I am so proud to present the launch event for the reboot, rebirth, and return of the world's greatest video game mascot, Volvi! Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, settle down, please, because it gets even better. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back Volvi's original creator, Ronathan Trumfield! Come on, Ron! Yes! Wow! Oh my goodness, Ron, what a moment. You are looking fantastic. Please tell me, bro, how do you feel right now on this momentous day? Very nice. Wow, that is beautiful. That is amazing. And I, for one, cannot wait to see.
Мишу на сцену выпустили, да. Еще лет 5 и меня также на Девгаме будут на коляске выкатывать.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, may I present to you the new and improved.
Небось сейчас будет... Еба.
Oh my God, he is back. Incredible. But how does he work?
I'm glad you asked, Chris. Well, we've taken the heart and soul of what made Ronathan's character so lovable, but we've given him a very important new update. With the latest advances in both biotech and machine learning, Volve-E fuses the DNA of a real vole with today's most powerful AI technology.
О, господи.
In short, Volve-E can instantly generate brand new, fully playable games based on simple prompts by the player.
Боже.
Simple prompts, you say?
That's right. The consumer no longer has to wait for a bunch of slow programmers and stinky developers to be inspired. No, they can use Volve-E to play what they want, when they want. Here, let me show you. Hey there, Volve-E. Generate a game for me. How about one that, oh, I don't know, is a cooperative survival sandbox, but with wizards.
Да, выглядит как будто сгенерировано АИшкой, конечно, да.
There they stood, the six alone, the hunter, the maker, and the wild swamp's own, the young chief Ryzen and a weaver of bone. Remember, the gate was thrown wide, the horror inside.
Подводка у них, блин, конечно, 10 минут.
Before it was done, our heroes, yes, everyone, they fell and died. It's up to you now, kid.
Ой, господи. Это самое, когда трейлер круче, чем показ геймплея, честно. Да, так очень похоже на анимационно, на Don't Starve. Но это самое очевидное, конечно, что приходит в голову. Я уверяю вас, все гораздо глубже. А, стоп, это Гальваник делает? О май гад. Вы помните, что Гальваник делали? Гальваник делали мобу, которая не прожила и чуть-чуть. Так, Гальваник Game Studio. Мы в нее даже немного играли. Тогда было Galvanic Games. Они же? Да, они. А, нет, стоп. Я путаю. Господи, Galvanic делали нам Rapture Rejects. Все, у меня в голове все это самое сыгралось. Ой, я думал, они закрылись на самом деле, потому что Rapture Rejects вообще не взлетел. Серьезно? Блин, а что же я вспомнил? А как называлась студия, которая делала мобу? Я забыл. Я забыл. А это что такое Some Distant Memories? Окей. Окей. Ну, да, господи, гигантик моба, точно. А что они сейчас делают? А почему я спутал? Гигантик. Я делала мотыга. Закрыли в 2018. А, ее просто закрыли. Окей, ладно. Я все спутал.
Are you saying that game was entirely generated by Valve E? No one had to spend any time or effort making it?
Correct. There was no real creative process at all.
Это.
Just Valve E and his wonderful machine learning.
Huh.
Oh, no, well, that's a good question, actually. Well, each prompt and game idea has to be digested by Valve E's powerful system. And so, inevitably, there are some waste byproducts.
Обкекался.
So back to the games. Do you mean to say that anyone can give Valve a prompt? Even, I don't know, me?
Сейчас какая-нибудь male fantasy game.
Chris, see for yourself.
Oh, okay. I'm nervous now. Hi, Valve. Chris Jane. I'm a huge fan of the Talos principle, so I'd like to see something like that, but with new puzzles, a grander story, and big, beautiful worlds to roam around. Oh, and I'd like to see that gameplay right about now.
I can't help but notice that many of these structures are not strictly functional. There's a sense of aesthetics, of beauty here. This place might be meant to test us, but perhaps there's more to it than that. What are we being tested for? Our worth? Curiosity? Our persistence? And I keep thinking, why puzzles? Is it just their symbolic value? Because the thing about puzzles is that they can be solved.
Talos принципу прям даже 2, ничего себе.
Oh yeah. Wow. Now that looks like the kind of game I could really spend my disposable income on. Thanks, Volvi.
Yes. What happened to his big hand?
And the best part is that to create a game with Valve E, you don't need any game experience or any of that tech stuff. Who here hasn't dreamt of creating their own game?
I have.
Yeah.
Right? I have. You there? Yes. You have a game idea? Yeah, come on up here.
Come on.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, ow. And okay. Oh, no, be careful. Be careful. No, please be careful.
Sorry, it's just, I'm such a big fan. I've been playing with Valve ever since I was a kid.
All right. So, do you have a game idea you'd like Valve E to generate?
Okay, how about a super weird walking simulator where you control the character's legs independently from his body? Maybe there's some guys in horses' heads and possibly there's even a mountain?
Right.
But let's see, Volvi, what could you rustle us up?
Don't touch me.
Nate! Nate! Nate!
Nate, buddy, family meeting, let's go.
Are you bringing him food again?
Not
We
right now.
talked about this.
Not right now.
You are
okay?
literally killing him with these pizzas.
You just want to throw him out.
Oh my god.
I know, he's 35. I want him to have some kind of discipline.
Ему 35.
Hear my voice. I want you to come up here. We're having a family meeting.
What the hell?
Oh my god. Death Stranding.
Oh, can you not?
It's just I didn't.
Yeah, let's go back in time to when you didn't.
No, I was just trying to catch it with my. Sorry,
With your
just
foot,
using my.
yeah, you tried to catch it.
I saw it was starting to go, and I just tried to.
You just kicked. You thought I'll give it a good kick
No,
to counteract the fall.
Yeah, I was just trying to steady it. I might be over.
Yeah, you might. You might have.
I
Yeah,
over.
You might have oversteadied
Yeah,
it.
no, it's just a little oversteadied.
Well, it's not steady now.
No, well.
See you later.
Wanker.
Wanker.
Yeah.
Baby steps, ну понятно. Ну, это примерно такую игру, которую мы ждем от Devolver.
Property and you still have to buy it. Okay, give her a big hand. Brilliant.
So what happens if we bring a pro into this? Let's give Valby something really special here.
What's up, guys? Hey, yo! Hey, how we doing? Guys, I am watching live, and can I just say, what you were doing out there, incredible. I could not be more excited to be part of whatever this is.
And thank you. We're all massive fans of your influencing. What sort of prompt would you like to give Valve E here?
Okay, try this, Volvy. A much-anticipated sequel to a hilarious online co-op game. Just more gameplay, more levels, just better all around.
Okay, Valve, show them what you got.
Human Fall Flat 2, наверное. Фига. А когда первая вышла? Лет 5 назад?
Human Fall Flat 2. I know I'd love to get my hands on a copy of that. Who wouldn't, right? Yeah, come on.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, now that you have all met the new and improved Valve E, it's time for him to meet with you as we connect him to Devolver's global network of gamers.
Yeah, that's right, come on!
Once connected, his powerful technology will be an open source tool free for us all to use.
Wow, that is generous.
Here we go!
Пошел продакшн. Пошел продакшн.
Slight technical hit.
Отрастил себе руку. Пять минут. Это презентация Devolver. Создатель. Ему сначала надо перекусить. Господи.
Hey kids, get 50
20% off all your favorite Volvi merchandise right now! Buy it now! A Division Devolver! Buy it now!
Господи, это было смешно. Ой, затронули сенситивную тему с AI. Ой, господи, как громко. Все, оно закончилось. Молодцы. Короче, надо смотреть вот это вот даблфайновскую штуку. Double Fine. Я очень хочу ее посмотреть, но, блин, смотреть ее дома или на стриме, я не знаю. Это ж тогда это самое. Третья часть видео по 30... О, это долго. Это очень долго. Ладно. Все, спасибо, я пошел работать. Вы идите тоже работать. У нас еще расписание сейчас. Еще будет всякие E3-шные штуки. Сегодня у нас какое 9-го ничего нету. Tribeca Games Spotlight. Завтра Future of Play Direct. Wholesome Direct. Future Game Show. Вот это надо будет смотреть. ОТК Games Expo. Господи, Аспангольд будет показывать игры. Блин, а 10-е это у нас завтра. Блин, это только когда... Блин, вечером, что ли, на перемотке все это смотреть? Future Games Show. Ой, блин, тяжелые выходные. А когда видеоигры играть? И PC Gaming Show будет в воскресенье 23. Блин, ну это, короче, только в понедельник будет, надо будет смотреть. Еще Ubisoft. Ой, ну у нас, короче, планы просто... Асманголд это кто? Это один из самых популярных стримеров на Твиче. Он раньше играл в WoW и прочее, а сейчас в основном сидит и React-контент пилит. Я на него подписан, между прочим, и на YouTube-канале. Он прикольные разборы делает. Он хороший React-стример. Всем советую. Все, пока.